Joy, Sorrow, and Mindfulness. When I was a young man, I went to a wedding held at a church. An older woman sat in the row in front of me. As vows were exchanged, I noticed glistening on her cheeks, tears. She had a tissue wrapped around her index finger, ready for dabbing. After the kiss, friends and family began to file out. I waited for the aisle to clear and found myself face to face with the woman, still dabbing. She read my expression and said, "Tears of joy." I smiled and turned away, a bit uncomfortable and thoroughly confused. I thought, tears are for sadness, not joy. This doesn't make sense. Years later, I understand more. Joy and sorrow are intertwined, interdependent. In the same way, you can't have a back without a front, white without black, love without hate, and spring without fall. In grief counseling, there are times when I say, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing that needs to be fixed. Joy and sorrow are part of our experience. Sorrow is not a problem to be solved. Rather, this pain needs to be claimed and befriended. When we reject, avoid, or stuff our sorrow, we also compromise our ability to experience joy, since joy and sorrow depend on each other. When we learn to pay attention to our sorrow as it arises, we can offer this part of ourselves the care it deserves. The 13th century Persian poet Rumi captures this sentiment in the poem, The Guest House. This being human is a guest house, every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if there are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Mindfulness, in part, is paying attention to how we relate to joy and sorrow. When there is awareness, we may notice that the mind clings to joy and other pleasurable experiences, not wanting them to end, wishing for more. When this occurs, it's possible to miss the direct experience of joy because the mind is busy grasping for more. With mindfulness, we may notice that the mind resists and turns away from sorrow and other unpleasant emotions. This is natural since sorrow is painful. However, avoiding sorrow does not support healing. Healing the pain of grief requires awareness of sorrow, courage to allow it to be there as it is, and a willingness to greet sorrow with the care and comfort it needs.